Good day, students. For today's lesson, we will going to learn how to solve routine and non-routine problems involving area of a composite figures formed by any two or more of the following. We have the triangle, we have the square, rectangle, or circle. Now, are you ready? Let's start. A roller rink floor is shown below. Each end is a semicircle. What is its area? If hardwood flooring costs 200 pesos per square foot, how much will the flooring cost? But before we proceed and answer this word problem, let us first unlock some difficult term. What is a roller rink? When we say a roller rink, it's a hard surface usually consisting of a hardwood or concrete. It is used for roller skating or inline skating. This includes roller hockey, speed skating, roller derby, and individual recreational skating. Roller rinks can be located in an indoor or outdoor facility. So this is a picture of an example of what we call roller rink. Okay? So this is the facility wherein we can enjoy skating. Now let's go back to our word problem. A roller rink floor is shown below and each end is a semicircle. So as what you can see, we have here two semicircles. Okay, now we will going to find its area and we will going to find out at the same time the cost of the flooring. Now let us understand what is asked in the problem. The first one is, what's the area of the roller rink floor? And second one is, we will going to find out the cost of the hardwood flooring. Number two, what are the given facts? For this word problem, we have 80 feet for the length and we have 40 feet for its width. We have also 20 feet radius for our semicircle and we have 200 pesos per square foot. So let us plan. Let us analyze and identify the figures. The figures that we can easily identify are the rectangle. We have here the rectangle and the two semicircle. But if we were going to combine these two semicircle, then we can create a one full circle. Now, the first thing that we were going to do here is we were going to find the area of each figure. Now, we were going to find the area of the rectangle and at the same time the area of a circle. But let's start with the area of our rectangle. For the area of a rectangle, the formula is length times width. And for this one, the length here is 80 feet and the width here is 40 feet. So 80 feet times 40 feet, that is 3,200 square feet. So this one is the area for our rectangle. Now, let's proceed and find out the area of our circle. Now, for this one, in finding out the area of our circle, we have a formula, and that is area of a circle is equal to pi times r squared, wherein the value of our pi is 3.14. Multiply it with our radius, and that radius is 20 feet. So we were going to square the 20, and 20 times 20, that is 400. After we square the 20, which is 400, then we will going to multiply it to our pi, which is 3.14. So 400 multiply it with 3.14, then we got an answer of 1,256 square feet. So we already find out the area of our rectangle and the area of the circle. The next thing that we were going to do is we were going to add these two areas to find the total area of this roller rink. So we have here the total area is equal to the area of our rectangle plus the area of our circle. So we have here, the area of our rectangle is 3,200 square feet plus 1,256 square feet for the area of our circle. So 320, 3,200 plus 1,256, we got total of 4,456 square feet. So the total area of our roller rink here is 4,456 square feet. Now we're done with our first problem. We already find out its area. Now the next thing that we were going to do is we were going to find the cost of the hardwood if every square foot is equal to 200 pesos. What we're going to do, if the hardwood flooring costs 200 pesos per square foot, then we will going to multiply 4,456, multiply it with 200 pesos per square foot. Then we got a total of 891,200 pesos. So this is the cost of the total flooring of our roller rink. Okay, so we're done with our first problem. Now let's proceed to the next one. For our second example, we have here, May and John are planning to build a veranda like the figure as shown below. Here is the veranda. The semicircle shaped part of the veranda will be covered with grass because they want to put a pocket garden, while the rest of the veranda will be covered with tiles. What is the total area of the veranda that will be covered with tiles and grass? So for this one, we have 5 meters and 6 meters, which is a given measurement. The first thing that we were going to find out is, let us first identify or let us first understand the problem. What is asked in the problem? What are given? So for this one, we have, for the following given, what is asked here is, we will going to find the total area of the veranda, which will be covered with tiles and the grass. So this is what is asked. For the given, we have the circle. We have two figures here. We have a semicircle and we have one rectangle. So for the radius of our circle, as what you can see, this is the diameter. Okay, this is the diameter of our circle. And we know that when we say radius, it is half of the diameter. If we have a diameter of 6 meters, then the radius of this is the half of 6, which is 3 meters. So the radius of our circle is 3 meters. So for our rectangle, we have the length, which is 6 meters, and the width, which is 5 meters. Now, let's now plan. You know what we're going to do in order for us to find the answer for this problem. What we're going to do here, first thing that we will going to find out is the area of our half circle or our semicircle. The next thing that we will going to do is we will going to find the area of our rectangle. And lastly, we will going to add the area of our half circle and the area of our rectangle to find the total area. Now, proceed to number 3. Let's now solve the problem. We have, let's first calculate the area of our circle. For the area of our circle, we have a formula which is pi is equal, area is equals to pi times r squared. Wherein when we say pi, that is 8.14, multiply it with our radius. The radius for this one is 3 squared. So we will going to square the 3, or 3 times 3, 3 times 3, that is 9, and 9 times 3.14, which is our radius, 3.14 times 9, and we got the area, which is 28.5 Okay? But 28.26 is a whole circle. Since the given here is just only half of a circle or semicircle, then we will going to divide this by 2. So 28.26, divide it by 2, we got the area which is 14.13 meter squared. So the area of this half circle is 14.13 meter squared. Next is that we will going to find out the area of our rectangle. We already know the area. The formula in finding the area of our rectangle, that its area is equal to length times width, which is our length is 6 meter and our width is 5 meters. So 6 times 5, that is 30 meters squared. Last thing that we will going to do here is that we will going to add the 30 meters squared and the 14.13 meters squared to find out the total area of the veranda. So we have area of our circle plus area for rectangle. We have your 14.13 meters squared plus 30 meters squared. Then we got a total area of 44.13 meter squared. So May and John, the measurement of their veranda for May and John, the total area is 44.13 meter squared. Now, this time, let us arrange the following steps in solving word problems. Now, we will going to write letters from A to F on the blank before each number. Write letter A being the first step and letter F for the last step. Write your answer on a piece of paper. But this time, we will going to answer this one all together. Now, we have here number 1, solve the problem using different strategies. Number 2 question is that translate the problem into a number sentence. Number 3 is that we will going to identify name what are you looking for. Number 4 is read the word problem. Make sure that you understand all the words and ideas in the problem. Number 5 here is answer the questions with a complete answer. And lastly, for number 6, check the answers if it is reasonable. So we will going to find out which one comes first, and then we will going to label it as A, the second, until we go to our last step, which we will going to label it as letter F. So for this one, the first step, or the first thing that we will going to do in solving a word problem is number 4. Number 4 will be the letter A. Okay, what is letter A? What is number 4? The first thing that we were going to do here is that we were going to read the word problem, and we must make sure that we understand the words and ideas in our word problem. The second thing that we were going to do when we are solving word problem, we have here the number 3. After we understand the words and ideas, we will going to identify and name what are we looking for. Next, after we identify what are the things that we're looking for, what is asked in the problem, the next step is that we will going to translate the problem into a number sentence. Okay? And then after we translate it into a number sentence, that's the time that we will going to solve the problem using different strategies. It depends upon you. Which area are you going to solve first? And after we solve the problem, the next thing that we will going to do is that we will going to answer the questions with a complete answer. And lastly, don't forget to check your answer if it is reasonable. So these are the following steps that we need to remember always when we are solving word problem. Okay, so that ends our lesson about solving word problems involving composite figures. So thank you so much for listening, and see you next time in our next math lesson.